Okay, now I just want to show you some examples of both bearish and bullish order blocks. So let's start with the bearish order block. Like I said, the bearish order block is a last bullish candle followed by a movement to the downside. So bearish order block with a combination of a bullish and also market structure. Okay, so as you can see, this was a structure which these guys did create. Let's just assume that the market has not created the rest of the things. So what you can see here is this bearish order block, which sponsored a movement to the downside. So the structure, this structure was also broken. This structure was broken and the market dropped like no man's business. Okay, dropped like no man's business and also created another order block there, again dropped. So here you can see that there was another order block which these guys created, and it was going to be useful in the future. Always remember that. The past movement of the market will always affect the future. So number one, you can see that after the market created that order block, which they used to break the structure, the market dropped, reached there to that low there. And then you can see the market going up. Exactly on this order block, you expected the market to have some difficulties to break it just like that. Okay? So what they did is that when they reached, they started consolidating within the premise of that order block until they created another order block that was going to sponsor a move and break that structure, because these guys were aiming for this level. Why? It was a very significant level to you and I, because this is where these guys had entered their trades. Okay? They had entered their trades there. They entered their trades there. Okay? So they were now going to the level of break and retest. They are going to retest again where the market had broken the structure previously. So they went and reached where within the area of that bearish order block. That is where these guys were going. All right, let me just try to box the level, that order block level, a bearish order block. So they went and reached exactly, they couldn't break that level because they ended just that there. Okay, now if you also, I'll talk about you now how to combine order block, break of structures, zones, and also a Fibonacci. How to have a concrete decision entry before you enter. Okay, you can trade the market just like this without having anything to worry about. So the market ended there. There were many reasons. Number one, there was this order block. Number two, it was a swap zone. All right, there was a swap zone which happened in the past here. Okay, as you can see, demand, the market broke, became a supply, just like that. Again, they created now this order block, bearish order block, in order to break the structure. So these guys went just to test that zone and also the level of that order block, of which they couldn't, they started dropping. Okay, now remember what I told you about this zone, this order block which these guys created had a reason, and also this bullish order block had a reason. So if you had entered here, because every time you see the market approaching an order block, the area of an order block, in this case, the market was approaching the area of this bearish order block, you could have placed your trades there. The moment you start seeing higher price rejection, knowing that the market will now create a significant impact to the downside, you enter there. Your take profits must be the next level or the previous order block. Okay, so again, these guys created this small structure, it was broken, created that small structure, it was broken with that order block, the market dropped. Okay, so that was about bearish order blocks. And also I can show you more examples about order blocks. Here was another bearish order block. So what happened was that when you see the market create an order block, and order blocks are the ones that break the structure. Okay, the market was broken, the market was broken. So the moment I saw the market was going up, it reached and it ended exactly at the level of a swap zone and also an inclusion of that order block. So I knew exactly that the market is not going to proceed because the market will always respect also structures. It cannot go beyond or below the previous structure. It has to respect the structure and has its own way of making those stuffs. So you have to remember that it is very much important to understand those things. Now, let's try to spot some levels of bullish order block. So here, as you know, there was a level of that bullish order block, which is the last bearish candle followed by a movement down. So whenever you're trying to box order blocks, you must make sure that you touch the upper and the lower parts of those candles. So look at that. Very, very much important. So here was a bullish order block that sponsored a move to the upside. And it reached there. Why did it reach there? It ended there because there was a presence of another bearish order block, which is that one. Okay, which is that one. So for them to break this level, they had to create another bullish order block, which is that last red candle here, this last red candle, which sponsored a move from there to there. So those order blocks were now going to affect the future. Look at this. So the market came and failed to just break because of this past bearish bullish order block. So what happened is that again, when the market came from there to this level, it rejected, not because of a support or whatever. It is because there were still some orders left for the market makers, and it ended within the premise of that bullish order block, and the market moved and went up. Okay, and went up. So it is very much important for you to understand that. And the past movement of that bullish order block, this one here, is still affecting the future. Okay, it's still affecting the future. And if you try to see also with the market structure is always respected. Here, the market structure was broken, and we expected the market to drop there. Why? Because already the market ended there. Okay, it couldn't go past, beyond, or above that level. It was acting as a demand, but after it was broken, the market came, it discovered that there was already the presence of supply there. So market makers had to enter more trades and push again to the downside. So remember, order blocks are very much important to spot in this industry. It is very, very much important for you to spot them. Remember that. Very much significant to